From day one, when I first came to PENTA and I interviewed with PENTA, it was a very rigorous interview process. It was a 2.5 day process. And one of the things that really intrigued me was I was able to interact and touch multiple people within the company, starting with Jeff Aaron, the president, down to Chris Brooks at the time, who was a project engineer, and everybody in between. So with that, I realized that PENTA is a small enough company that you can have that home family feel, but at the same time, big enough that you can work on multi-million-dollar casinos. When the opportunity at BIM came, I just kind of reached out, took a proactive approach to reach out and see if I can get involved in BIM. They were open to the idea. So on top of my daily routine of being a project engineer, working with the PM and super, I also came to take on the role of BIM and help the company get to that next level, because they were still searching for what BIM is. Beyond knowing building information modeling, they had no clue what it can do or what it would do, and they allowed me the opportunity to take it to that next level. There was not a restriction on what I could or could not do, so the idea of BIM is still evolving from that aspect. So every day I'm challenged to be better than I was the day before, and have BIM be better than it was the day before. So it's still evolving. I mean, we're at a good place right now. We're doing a lot of great projects. We've had a lot of success with BIM, but we have other things that we want to accomplish, from clash detection to taking the model and tie it to a schedule, to be able to take quantities out of the model, to be able to turn the model over to the owner and have it used as a facility management tool, as an as-built tool of how the building's built, and he can see where the lights are at or where the pipe's at, stuff that he can't see by looking just out in the ceiling. For me to be successful in my role as BIM manager, I have to go back and look at my experience through college as an architecture engineering student, helped me to get to that level of utilizing BIM. But then also the 4 or 5 years in the field helped me understand how can BIM really be utilized and impactful for the project team, the PM, the super, the project engineer, the foreman, the laborer in the field, the guy who's hitting the hammer. All of those team members are using that model that's created, whether I'm creating it or it's created from an architect, or if I'm combining it, however it's coming together, taking that information and giving it to them so they can do their job faster and more efficient. And so it's kind of it's all coming together right now, and for me and for PENTA, as far as BIM and then the evolution of how it's going to work for us. But again, I think the story is just getting started. To be successful at PENTA, you definitely have to be flexible. You have to have a strong work ethic, and you gotta have fun, because we work hard, but we also play hard too. Embrace the culture. I mean, the culture is a good culture. Again, it's set by the employees itself with the help of the company overall. And that's what makes PENTA one of the premier contractors and employees in Vegas. 9 years ago, when I came out for an interview, I was a young chip that didn't really know what to expect coming from the East Coast to the West Coast. Initially, didn't really think it was going to be a fit, but 9 years later, I love my job. I come to work every day, have fun. It's the best experience, the best decision I ever made, and it's the best experience I've had so far in life. And I look forward to the next 5 to 10 years with PENTA, and involving as an employee, and as a manager and a leader. And I think anybody who takes the time to come to PENTA and see what the company's about and the type of work that we do would think the same way I do.